Well, I grew up in West Texas. I went to school at Oklahoma Christian with a degree, got a degree in missions and Bible. I was a youth minister for 12 years in Asheville, North Carolina. But I've pretty much been involved in ministry or some form of ministry for, I guess since I was a kid, because my dad being a preacher. I've been at MITS almost 2 years. I came here in January of 2013. I had a break of about 6 months. I was back in the States. But I've been here for almost 2 years, been the Bible teacher the whole time.
The best lessons are learned through experiencing other people and seeing their character and seeing how they carry themselves. You know, you learn from them themselves. And Terron is that kind of person.
Terron's an awesome guy. What I think about him is he's so welcoming to visitors, to new students, to the current students. He's always interacting with them, always, you know, in the classroom teaching, on the basketball court, shooting with them and doing drills, or in the farm working with them or out visiting them. You know, he's made this his career.
He's like a big brother to me, someone who I really look up to and someone that I can go to seek advice to.
Bible is the backbone of Made in the Streets, because other than giving the students a place to sleep, you know, food to eat, having friends, the most important thing in life, you know, is to give the students God, so they have God in their lives. I really like the attitude that Terron has, especially towards teaching our students Bible. He's our number one Bible teacher, and he really takes his time to understand the kids.
Si mimi peke yangu, watu wengi sana wanapenda nini venye yeye hufunza Bible, like klasi yake Eugene, mabesti wetu wengi wanapenda Terron klasi zake.
I remember one time I was just sitting next to his class and I could hear him teach, and the way he was teaching that class was so appealing.
So I teach Bible about 5 hours a day. Also on Tuesdays I go to Eastleigh, I walk bases. I try to visit graduates in the afternoon, just to encourage them. Also, I play basketball out here with the boys, teaching them a little bit about basketball. Hopefully, eventually we'll have a team for MITS, of all MITS guys, but we'll see what happens.
Hey, he's gonna miss! He's gonna miss!
Nafurahia sana na kabisa kwa venye amejitolea kuweza kujihusisha na watu kwa ajili mtu wa kila mtu na kujitolea kuwafundisha kuhusu Mungu.
Una motivate watu wengine na wanaweza endelesha kenye unafanya. Sasa yani usiachie hapo, uendelee tu zaidi.
So today we're going to go to Eastleigh, and we're going to walk bases, visit some street guys and talk to them about MITS and also just about God. And then later this afternoon we're going to go to Sarah Center to visit a graduate, Titus, who works in a salon, and we're going to go visit him and encourage him. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So many of these kids have joy, and you look when you go to the bases and you see where they come from, and maybe when you go on a home visit with them, it's amazing sometimes to think with the things that they've been through in their life, how could they have a sense of peace, a sense of joy? And so it's just teaching me that where my joy should be found, not so much in the things I have, but really in people, and realizing that God is alive and at work in my life. And it's really taught me about how to expand my family and to really love people, even though they may be different, or they're not a part of my physical family. But I mean, all these kids love each other.
Terron is a great friend. He cares and appreciates you just the way you are, despite what you've been through.
And I just wanted to encourage you guys, to remind you of who Jesus is and what he did.
Ni nani awezaye kututenga na upendo wa Kristo? Je, ni taabu au dhiki au mateso au...
Through Terron amekuwa amekiteach wase for a long time. Kurudia venye amerudia tena inaonyesha vile akona passion, yani ana bidii.
And so this afternoon we went running 6K after classes, me and a couple guys. After that we came back and we have been playing basketball. A bunch of good guys out here working hard, learning how to play ball. We're having a good time. As you can tell, we're still playing and it's dark. But again, we just love playing together, love being with each other, and most of all, we just love learning.
So I guess I would say the reason why I'm passionate about this ministry is, I think mostly because I love to see these kids who come from these different backgrounds, hard backgrounds, and this story of rising up and becoming something good and something great and God is doing with their lives, and it teaches me a lot, it tells me a lot about the nature of God. And then I think secondly, one of my spiritual heroes is my papa, and knowing his story and how he became the man of God that he was called to be, and I want to be like he was. I still don't feel like I'm there, but I take inspiration from who he was, and that's who I want to be in my life, and that's what I want to see for these kids, to have them have the opportunities that I think everyone should have, and God to change their lives. The church that I worked at for 12 years as a youth minister, they have done so much to bring me here and so much to continue to support my work. And I don't even know where to begin to thank them and to thank the people there, the elders, for the way that they've encouraged me, the way that they've helped me grow spiritually. So just a really good thank you to them. All this could not happen without them. For my family back home, they have done, to thank them because they have done so much to help me, my brothers. They've always been there to encourage me, always supported me, even when I wasn't always easy. My nieces, my nephews, they love me. I can't wait for them to come over here to see the work. There's some families back at Golf Course Road, Church of Christ, a church in Oklahoma City, North MacArthur, who has decided to support me. Thanking them, because again, all that I do, and I say all that I do, it's all that God is doing to work with Made in the Streets. I can't even begin to say thank you enough for the money, for the prayers, for the support. And I want all of you to know that that money is being used for something good, that kids' lives are being changed, and they're being changed for something that's good. And so again, just to say thank you for all that you're doing.